even if the black community was, on point, and everything was going well, there would still be undesirable males and there will still be undesirable females. Every group across the globe has their fair share of undesirables, right? Both the men and the women understand this. So they have both come to the agreement that, if you choose to mess with the undesirable portion of our community, you reap what you sow. No one's gonna feel sorry for you, right? So if a Pakistani woman, you know, engages with an undesirable man, and she gets knocked up or she's deemed unworthy, no one's gonna feel sorry for her. She can't go write a book. She can't blame X, Y, and Z. She can't blame her father. There's no one she can blame, right? Because everybody in their society knows that there are desirable and undesirable people. End of story. Um, but it seems like a lot of black women take this default position that, you know what, every black man has to be on point, right? So if I talk to anybody and he does me dirty and things don't end up how it should be, I end up pregnant or I get an STD or, all of the other negative things that can happen to you, I'm justified in my complaining because all the other groups have 100% of their male population that is on point, right? They bitch and complain because they want every single black man to be on point, right? And that's not the case. There will always be undesirables, right? So it's all about this justification. That's why you hear black women who clearly mess with undesirable men, and they have an audience. You're never going to see any other woman, maybe except for white, sit on stage or, you know, speak freely about how she was let down by a man if that man was deemed to be undesirable. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna say, "Shut up, get off the stage." But black women have this audience like he was undesirable. No one feels sorry for black men who date the wrong woman. No one does. Shit, I remember when I was doing my undergrad, it was other females telling us, the dudes, who to watch out for, right? And if we messed around and we got with a girl who was a hoe or, who was fast and was loose, and we ended up getting done dirty, they didn't care because we told you. They would say, "You know what? We told you, Pink. We told you she was no good. Leave her alone," right? And they didn't feel sorry, if you crashed and you burned, right? Because even females know that there are other undesirable females. But black women feel like every last single black male walking down the street is supposed to be desirable because all the other racial groups, their male population is desirable. White women can date any white man they want because there's no undesirable white man, right? Indian women can date whatever Indian man they want because they're all, eligible and they're all about their business. No, there are men that they have to avoid, right? You go to a mixed club or a pub or whatever, and yeah, you will see undesirable men. I don't know how many, clubs or pubs that I've been to on, LA, Sunset, Melrose, right? Non-black clubs where they still had undesirable men that weren't getting hollered at or the women were trying to avoid, right? So I think your situation in terms of, the black woman camp would be a whole lot better if they, understand that even if the black community was ideal and things were perfect, there are still going to be a segment of undesirable black men that need to be avoided. Because you're not justified in your complaints, right? If he wasn't doing anything before, and if he wasn't showing any evidence of promise, no one should feel sorry for you. It's the difference if he was about his business. And you know what? He just did a 180. That's different. If he was about his business doing X, Y, and Z, and he just stopped and he left you out to dry, that's different. I understand that. I am sympathetic to that. But in terms of flat out outright, this dude is undesirable, and you choose to mess with that, right? Your sympathy card is voided. It's no longer valid. So anyways, that was just my response to your video that you did. Alright, take it easy.